tell you how important the resources that Converge Mid Atlantic offers to all pastors, and one of those resources is NCD. We went to Natural Church Development several times. Then we went to it as a cohort with several other pastors together, talking about what we can do to see our churches really be healthy so that ministry can be elongated and we can see more lives impacted and our church strengthened. You know, part of the church world is sometimes we're involved in so many things we don't always see where we may be lacking or where we are weak. And NCD, does this metaphor of a pail where you have different staves, and then the lowest stave is where the water's coming out at. And part of what you do as an assessment is to find out where your lower part is, so you're leaking out. And so we found out in our NCD study that one of our areas that we were really weak in and that we need to strengthen was empowering leadership. And so we worked really diligently to make sure that we continue to work at how to empower leaders so they can feel that they take ownership in the ministry. And we've seen our church really expand in its leadership and roles and people taking on more responsibilities. And then secondly, we begin to look at other areas in which we had kind of secondary issues in. And so we've been working on those. So I want you to know NCD is a really powerful tool, as well as the many resources that are offered at Converge Mid Atlantic. So take advantage of them and watch your church change and be transformed.
Hi, I'm Denise O'Brien, and I was a member of the pastoral search team at Grace Point in Newtown, Pennsylvania. And I'm here to talk to you a little bit about how Converge helped us in our pastoral search. You know, the start of the search was very difficult. It was unexpected that we needed a new senior pastor, and it was frankly pretty upsetting to many of us, and an emotional decision to even accept the offer to be on the search team. But when I understood how Converge was supporting Grace Point and that there would be a structure to this, it was very clear that this was something that was going to be hugely valuable to Grace Point. Converge led us through a process called P3. It really combined prayer and predictive analytics, walking us through the competencies we were looking for in a pastor, the values of Grace Point, and all the necessary steps to get us to find a great new senior pastor.
It was just 2 years ago that we felt stuck. And I don't know if you've ever felt stuck like this, but it wasn't stuck in that we didn't know what God was calling us to do. It was stuck that we couldn't figure out how to free up the ministry resources in order to make that happen and really pursue what God had called us to do. And I even personally was in a pretty dark place because of all of that. And we didn't have the money to hire in a consultancy or bring in some fancy fundraisers, but it was actually in conversations with Dan Peterson in Converge Mid Atlantic, where Dan came in, he talked to us, he actually recommended that we do a capital campaign. And it wasn't just words from on high, he actually came and journeyed with our team, helped us build the team, and he walked with us every step of the way. And the cool thing is now, even just a year later, we have freed up extra resources to do ministry. And we're able to accomplish more of what God has called us to and placed in our hearts as a church. And that's pretty cool that we don't have to go outside or hire in some people we don't know, but that as a district and as a family of churches together, we can really help each other to accomplish everything that God has called us to. So I'm really thankful to Converge Mid Atlantic and recommend this service for all churches who are in a spot like we are.